Welcome, everybody, to Monday Night Raw. We are live tonight in Jacksonville, Florida, 2 weeks away from SummerSlam.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Constable Baron Corbin and the General Manager of Monday Night Raw, Kurt Angle.
You saw Kurt Angle having fun, guys, with the WWE Universe, but I know for a fact that he was humiliated and embarrassed after being attacked by the Universal Champion last week.
I know it's been 7 days, but even Kurt Angle, I'm sure, has gone through every gamut of the emotional scale to arrive here tonight. Can't wait to hear what he has to say.
Welcome to Monday Night Raw. Tonight will be an historic night because making her Raw in-ring debut tonight is the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey. And unlike some other former UFC champions, Ronda has no problem competing on Raw. I don't have to beg her, or she doesn't whine or complain, but I can tell you what, whether she wins or loses tonight, or beats Alexa Bliss at SummerSlam, Ronda, just like every other superstar on Raw that shows up each week, is a champion in my book. I wish I could say the same about Brock Lesnar.
Watch it, Kurt.
Well, hold on. I need to get this off my chest. Brock Lesnar has no class. You saw what he's done to the WWE Universe, to the Universal Championship, to me. Okay, I'm a man of my word. And since Paul Heyman was able to get Brock Lesnar down to the ring before the end of the night last week, Paul Heyman's job is still intact. Now, he will be interviewed by Renee Young later on tonight. But as far as Brock Lesnar's attack on me, this is what I'm gonna...
Well, the big dog has come to Monday Night Raw. Roman Reigns, who in 2 weeks at SummerSlam renews his years-old rivalry against the Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar. The most polarizing superstar in WWE today.
Let's remember, Michael, Corey, that Roman Reigns left the building a week ago. He wasn't even inside in Miami.
Roman Reigns left the building at the request of Kurt Angle so that Kurt could make an effort to draw Brock Lesnar into the ring, which eventually happened. Roman Reigns, I'm certain, is a man with a lot on his mind.
Roman Reigns has said this week that whenever I'm in the ring, I hear the noise. It doesn't shake me. It doesn't anger me. I don't run from the noise. I thrive in it. He said, I hope that Brooklyn is ready to get loud because I'm ready to give you a show and win the Universal Championship in 2 weeks at SummerSlam.
Cole, Roman Reigns has had a lot of big nights in his career, but you can argue, I know it's not WrestleMania, but you can argue that 2 weeks from last night will be the biggest night in the career of one Roman Reigns.
Now, Kurt, you know I got a lot of respect for you as our Raw general manager, but you should have known better. You should have known better. If you kick the big dog out, who's gonna protect the yard? Exactly. Nobody. And that's why Brock Lesnar ragdolled you all around this ring last week. What are you smiling at? What are you laughing at? What did you do? When he was getting beat down, what did you do? You just stood there, didn't you? And then what happened? As soon as Brock looked at you, what'd you do? You ran. You ran like a scared little old...
Listen, Roman. Nobody likes what Brock Lesnar did last week. And that starts from the top down with the WWE.
Hold on, top down, hold on. Please tell me you're not gonna say what I think you're about to say. Please tell me y'all aren't gonna suspend Brock Lesnar indefinitely. Please tell me you're not gonna try and postpone this match at SummerSlam, man. You cannot do that.
Listen, that's not gonna happen. I made sure that Brock Lesnar did not get suspended. And I made sure that you will compete against Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship at SummerSlam. I just hope you kick his ass.
Wow, that's a soundbite. That's also really unprofessional for the general manager. You can't pick sides, you can't play favorites. And if Brock Lesnar was here, he would...
He'd what? He'd do what? He'd look at you one more time so you can run off like a coward again?
I didn't run off. I chose to be the bigger man. That's something you know nothing about. Plus, I'd already competed that night. I was worn out from beating little tiny Finn Balor. You know, the guy that actually won the Universal Championship, unlike you. And I mean, I'm pretty much already doing everything around you. I can't possibly think of anything else I could do.
Well, you could have acted like a man last week.
Act like a man. Are you an example of what a man acts like? You shuffle out here week after week and greet these people and welcome them like it's your show? Stephanie McMahon is the commissioner of Raw. You just make matches. And Stephanie put me in place as constable to watch over your every move because you can't be trusted.
You're right. I just make the matches. And you know what? I see a match right here. As a matter of fact, I want a referee to come out here right now because Constable Corbin is going to take on Roman Reigns, and the match starts right now!
Oh, I love it.
This is not fair to Corbin.
How's Corbin gonna get...
Ring the bell!
Oh, and Corbin with a cheap shot. Bell rings, match underway as we await for the official to make his way down to the ring.
I love the fact that Corbin didn't wait to yell at Kurt Angle, and he took a shot at Roman Reigns.
Baron Corbin with a cheap shot after this match was made official by our general manager here tonight, and that right hand shocking Roman.
I'd say this quote-unquote cheap shot from Corbin was warranted. The Constable didn't come out here right now to compete. He came out here to make sure that Kurt Angle did his job properly.
And now Reigns with a Superman punch, and the Constable's down. Here's the cover, hook of the leg, official in play, and a kick out at 2 by Corbin. Roman Reigns and Baron Corbin underway, and tonight we're going to see the Raw in-ring match debut of Ronda Rousey. Reigns and Corbin continues live next. We're back live on Monday Night Raw, an impromptu matchup set up by our general manager, the Constable Baron Corbin, in control of the #1 contender for the Universal Championship, Roman Reigns. Of course, Reigns meets Brock Lesnar in 2 weeks for the title at SummerSlam, and as Reigns goes for the Samoan drop here, Corbin lands on his feet, Reigns into the corner. There's the quickness again of Baron Corbin.
Ridiculous athleticism from the Constable.
Here's the cover, hooks both legs, and a kick out. Coach, I want to go back to something you said earlier on, and it was a great point that SummerSlam may be the biggest night in the career of Roman Reigns. And I tend to agree with you on that because at some point he has to beat Brock Lesnar for the championship.
Take another look at this incredible athleticism from Baron Corbin, just taking Reigns' head clean off and nearly walking out with a W.
And this is a great, I guess you could call it warm-up for Roman Reigns because Brock Lesnar is very much like Constable Corbin.
I'm going to cut you off.
No, don't.
I'm going to cut you off
He's quick.
because this isn't a warm-up. This is Baron Corbin, the Constable of Monday Night.
Can I please explain
because
my point?
you're never mind.
Thank you. He's big, he's strong, he's quick. You never let me explain. Thank you. Now, for Roman Reigns, he's had so many opportunities over the last few years, and who knows how many more, Michael, he's going to get if he's not victorious at SummerSlam.
Well, this could be his last opportunity at the Universal title at SummerSlam as Corbin again has taken control of this match. And Corey, I have talked about it for a long time as well, that because of the way that the match ended at the greatest Royal Rumble where Reigns really ended up being the uncrowned champion, this could be the final opportunity for Roman.
Oh, Roman certainly earned every opportunity that he's received at Brock Lesnar, but historically speaking, Brock's sort of had the number of the big dog. We'll see if that can change in Brooklyn.
And
I have my doubts.
Reigns unloading with the right hands, trying to climb back into this. And Corbin with a hard elbow to the jaw.
How's that for a warm-up, coach?
Cover by the Constable. Oh, and he wrapped the arm and the leg, but Reigns able to kick out. And now Corbin right back into control.
Even though Corbin was not prepared to compete tonight, a victory over Roman Reigns would do wonders for Baron Corbin's career. As we're seeing right now how physical the Constable can be. These are the sorts of opportunities Baron wanted when he signed up for the job with Stephanie McMahon.
There is no question he has elevated his game to an elite status, a star status, and even though he loves to talk and he loves to put Kurt Angle in the corner, so to speak, you know deep down he's relishing this opportunity here tonight.
We also heard from General Manager Kurt Angle that Brock Lesnar's advocate Paul Heyman still employed by WWE. Paul will be here later on tonight. It's going to be interesting to get his take after, his client, Brock Lesnar, put his hands on Heyman in the ring last week.
If there was any question if the confidence in Brock Lesnar, because we hadn't seen him in some time, has wavered, that was clear last week. He didn't care. He had swag. He was cool. And then at the end, he didn't care about anybody.
A different attitude last week as Corbin continues to control and punish Roman Reigns.
12-6 elbows right on the forehead of Roman Reigns. Incredibly dangerous and painful. And Corbin once again just cranking on the neck and shoulder of Roman.
And as for Constable Corbin, and you heard him say it earlier tonight that he is here to provide checks and balances over the general manager for Commissioner Stephanie McMahon. Baron with this new attitude. He struts around the locker room and the backstage area like he owns the place ever since being put in charge by Stephanie.
I don't think we can emphasize enough how much confidence can help somebody who is just on the cusp of stardom or even superstardom. It can really help a great deal. We're seeing proof of that in Constable Corbin.
Reigns back to a vertical base and looking to create some separation here. Corbin has been really controlling this matchup since the get-go when he took a cheap shot on Reigns. There's a kick right to the face of Corbin.
You mean returned a cheap shot from last week like Roman Reigns did when he punched Corbin in the mouth backstage.
Couldn't say that Corbin didn't deserve it,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, he really did.
And look at Reigns and sending Corbin over the top rope. Roman Reigns, and you can feel the momentum starting to build. And the big dog's gonna hunt. And Reigns on a drive-by. Corbin down and out outside the ring, and now Roman Reigns continues the attack. And this is a classic Roman Reigns here. Wear your opponent down.
Michael, you hit the nail on the head. He loves Roman Reigns.
Right into the post. And just like that, Corbin's taken control. This match continues live on Raw. Gentlemen, I have been so impressed with Constable Baron Corbin tonight. He has been in control of almost this entire match with Roman Reigns. And this is how he turned things around right before the commercial break. Listen to this impact right into the steel post.
Baron Corbin seizing the opportunity to show the entire WWE Universe what he's been saying for years, that he is a top-tier superstar, that he belongs among the elite. doesn't get much more elite than Roman Reigns.
Yeah, Roman Reigns loves deep waters. I'm not sure he wanted to go this deep here tonight, but here we are.
2 weeks away from Roman Reigns' matchup with Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship at SummerSlam. Brock Lesnar last week in a mood that we have not seen from Brock in quite a long time. Created complete chaos in the ring, attacking our general manager, his own advocate. Baron Corbin luckily got out of harm's way.
Yeah, Paul Heyman can't control Brock Lesnar. Nobody else is going to be able to.
Going to hear from Paul Heyman later on tonight about his relationship with the Universal Champion as Roman catches Corbin in the jaw with a high elbow. And Roman Reigns takes down Corbin.
Roman still feeling the effects of the beating the Constables inflicted up to this point, but the big dog still in the fight.
Samoa drop by Roman Reigns. Cover on
There it
Corbin.
is.
Both one leg hook and a kick out. Roman tried for two and couldn't do it.
I know we weren't expecting to start the night with these two, but I got to tell you, they are impressing me, and I think everybody here in Jacksonville a great deal.
An impromptu match set up by our general manager, Kurt Angle, as we kicked off the show tonight. A very cocky Baron Corbin, very confident Roman Reigns, and exchanging words leading this match. Let's not forget Roman Reigns with the right hand to Corbin last week in the locker room area as Reigns was being escorted out of the building. And Roman, a big boot. And now Reigns is starting to feel it.
Corbin with a valuable few moments to try to get his wits back.
It seems like a mistake to me, but who am I to question Roman Reigns?
Roman Reigns locked and loaded. Measuring the Constable, went for the Superman punch. Corbin caught him, went for the chokeslam backbreaker, and Reigns able to counter. Deep six! Is it enough to put Reigns away? What a win this would be for Baron Corbin! And a kick out at two. So close for Corbin.
And I agree with the reaction. That was as close to three as you're ever going to get.
Look at this, the big dog full head of steam. Corbin just too powerful, using Roman's own momentum to drive him right through the center of the ring.
Possible Corbin getting frustrated after he could not put Roman Reigns away.
Well, I wouldn't be frustrated. I would be encouraged because he has been special here tonight.
Yeah, Constable Corbin giving Roman Reigns everything he can handle live on Monday Night Raw. Reigns has been absorbing a tremendous amount of punishment, and that punishment continues.
Boy, these two are just going back and forth, back and forth.
Corbin had the end of days in mind, but Roman saw it coming. Countered with a couple big right hands.
Baron
Look out, cameraman.
He just wiped out our cameraman, and he ran into a Superman punch. Roman Reigns cover, and a kick out. A kick out by Corbin at two. Near fall after near fall in this match. Incredible way to kick off Monday Night Raw.
I think if it weren't for that cameraman, Corbin would have connected with his intended attack.
Either way, Reigns was able to counter.
Now whichever man can get to his feet first will most definitely have the upper hand, as these two men have now been going, what, guys, about well over 20 minutes? Incredible stuff.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. It's been an incredible match to kick off Monday Night Raw here tonight, live in Jacksonville, Florida. Is it Roman Reigns' turn? Can Roman Reigns feed off the WWE fans and take out the Constable?
Boy, they are into it here tonight.
And Corbin wisely rolling out of the ring.
Michael, that's the second time that Roman Reigns has done that.
Because it works.
And Corbin now.
You bring a halt to the momentum of Roman Reigns.
I'm talking about Roman Reigns waiting on Constable Corbin. Should have stayed on it.
Now Corbin now Looks like he has no interest in finishing this match. Wait just a minute. Another man Corbin's had serious issues with. The guy he calls Little.
The tiny Irishman.
Finn Balor. And now Corbin has nowhere to go.
Yeah, stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Balor on one side, Reigns on the other. Constable Corbin brought all this on himself. There's Reigns launching himself off the steps with a Superman punch.
What are you talking about? Brought this on himself. Corbin was out here doing his job, looking after Kurt Angle. He didn't ask for any of this.
How about Roman giving Finn a little props?
Yeah, that was
Give him
super
some
cool,
love.
Coach.
Yeah,
Spear!
boom!
Cover! Roman Reigns with the win.
Here is your winner, Roman Reigns.
I can't say I blame Finn Balor for coming out here and taking a closer look. Could happen to a nicer guy in Constable Corbin.
I'm trying to figure out exactly who Constable Corbin.
Corbin was on his way out of here, and Roman Reigns would take him out with a Superman punch, send a little love Finn Balor's way, and then the spear. And if Roman Reigns can connect with a spear in 2 weeks at SummerSlam, we could be crowning a new Universal Champion.
He's in great shape. He's got that laser focus. He's got that game face. And I think Roman Reigns is certainly ready for 13 days from tonight.
That had to feel sweet for Finn Balor. Well, wait a minute. Oh, Finn Balor, he owes Corbin a little payback from last week as well, gentlemen.
Corbin just competed in a matchup.
I would say
this is
a lot of
classless.
payback. I would say a lot of payback.
The verbal and physical abuse that Balor has suffered at the hands of Constable Corbin. And Balor now driving Corbin into the corner.
Yeah, attack the Constable after a match. Real heroic, Balor.
And Corbin's in the drop zone. And Balor gonna add insult to injury with a corner roll. Balor Club has come to Jacksonville.
I don't think anybody here tonight doesn't think that Constable Corbin deserved exactly what he got.